Okay, we are back in the Sindar ruins, the abnormal Sindar ruins. Ooh,
The
we
ones
have
that were
like
labeled extremely well.
yes, we have a stone of magic. I think that's the
What's
first time we've seen
this?
stone of magic in this game.
Yeah, what is the Stone of Magic?
Um, the
Well, it
stone
raises
is
the magic attribute, apparently.
yes, there's a lot of different types of stones. I think one for every type of attribute, like whatever all the attributes are, like health, strength, and all that. Um, they raise a character's attribute by 1 to 3 points. It's random. This is similar to the
The room pieces in the last
yeah,
one?
like luck piece, whatever they were in the first game. But this one will actually tell you how much it raises it by, and as similar to the first game, I'll always use them on the main character. So, oh, one, lame.
Really useful.
Yeah. So let's go this way. Let me see if I can do
Cookie.
this off memory. I don't think I'll be able to. I think there's a dead end down here actually. Ah, it's a megawatt.
A megawatt?
Yeah, these things are kind of annoying. I don't know if they're in the other Suikoden games. I think they're in 4, but I don't know if they're in 3 or 5. I feel like they dodge all the time. And they have an attack that can attack everybody. Fortunately, they're not using it. You know, Ricky Maro doesn't bother me that much except for the way he just stands with his arm like that.
That's the really cool way to stand.
It just...
I mean, like, that's the cool way to stand. Like
just...
Auron from Final Fantasy X, same thing.
I don't know, there's
And
something about it that's just weird.
you mean like the fact that you're not using the sleeve like it's intended to be used?
No, I don't know what it is. I honestly can't tell you.
Because that's what bothers me about it.
Oh, let me do auto, since there's only one enemy.
Okay, these cookies are actually kind of decent.
What kind of cookies are they?
Like I said, some off-brand ones like what is it, Chip Mates or something, but I bought the peanut butter and chocolate chips.
Oh. Makes me want to go eat those cheesecake cookies I have.
I saw those yesterday when I was at Kroger. I was thinking about it.
Now I really want one. I guess I'll have to do it later.
I also bought some, whatever, what are the coconut ones that the Girl Scouts sell?
Um, I don't know what their official name is, but I have a box of them. I can go look.
That's okay. But I found like some off-brand ones of those as well, so I was like, yes, I found those. They taste really good when they're refrigerated.
Oh my gosh, I still have like 6 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. Because of Helper, so...
And to be clear, this is now how many months after the sale was
yeah.
on?
Oh my gosh, it's been a while. I'm sure when I finally finish them, they'll be selling them again.
Because I seem to recall that we were buying them in the mall when I came to visit you guys in March.
Yeah, but see, I was unaware that Helper was going to show up with like 50 boxes after all that.
Because I remember we went to the mall and like, what was it? He like just pulled out like a wad of like 20s or something like that. It was like, I want them.
Yes.
And like the poor girl was like, what?
Yeah, but I don't think he realized that he was going to end up with as many as he did either, so... Like, when he later came back with more.
Oh, maybe you're supposed to stick the iron plate into something.
Oh, let's just steal it. We got round plate.
I love how he just assumes that we're gonna do that too.
Oh, that statue, like... Wait a minute. How did we get to that door if it was closed?
You
Anyways,
ask good questions.
but I don't have good answers.
You know, they didn't actually start us coming out of the door. They started us just on the other side of the door, so maybe the door had already closed, and then we started the screen after that. So we like blacked out for the entire time it was closing.
I think I've missed a part. I can't remember.
I couldn't tell you.
I'll have to think about it.
Well, I will continue to eat these peanut butter and chocolate cookie things.
Oh, we don't have a square plate, do we?
I don't think so.
Let's stare at it.
We've got to find a stone plate to fit into this depression. Why does it have to be a plate? Why couldn't it be like a plaque or a placard or...
Creeper! No one's gotten my creeper reference. I'm actually quite surprised.
The creeper... How was it?
Creeper!
Yeah, that one.
Creeper.
Well, I didn't get that reference either. I mean, I would have said like, creepy crawlies, but no, everybody
Oh my
that's
gosh.
so,
Oh my gosh, I had a creepy crawlies
crawl,
oven when I
or
was little.
creepy crawlers, not creepy crawlies. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that reference is way too obvious, so I'm not going to give any points for that one.
That's not really a reference. We just said what it was.
Well, exactly. But I mean, but somebody could be like, "Oh, it's a toy that you could have as a kid." It's like, well, dur.
They actually remade that toy.
Really?
Yeah.
I figured that was like one of those ones that was way too dangerous to like bring out again.
No, they did it again.
Really good if we use this. Man, yeah, I remember like getting burnt on those hot plates and stuff when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, I burned my fingers on those plates all the time. They're
Like
probably
you pull them out of
safer
the
these
little
days.
baking oven thing. I mean, yeah, okay. For people that haven't seen these things, these creepy crawler things, like for girls, they had the easy bake ovens. You bake.
They
Little
actually made a
miniature.
girl version of creepy crawlers.
Oh well, maybe they did. But anyway, but like at the time, that was like girls had like the easy bake oven type things where like they would make little miniature cakes and cupcakes and things like that. But the guys had these creepy crawlers where you'd spray this little gel stuff into metal molds and then put these metal molds into an oven, pull it out, and they kind of came out with these rubbery creatures that you could like spiders and scorpions.
Yeah, they were supposed to be like fake bugs to scare people with.
Exactly. So they kind of like stick to glass and stuff like that, or
Yeah,
they were kind of jelly. I mean, they weren't like edible by any means, but they kind of wiggled and squirmed and stuff. Anyway. But yeah, I mean, these metal plates were like solid metal things that you just shoved into the oven for like 10 minutes, and they would come out ridiculously hot. And if you didn't set them down on the surface carefully, and if you didn't use like the tongs to pull them out, like if you tried to just grab them, you'd
yeah.
burn your hands like easily.
It was hard getting your hand in there to get the tongs, like to get it just right.
Yeah, I mean, it was not exactly a safe thing. I mean, I'm surprised like they didn't like warn against like fire hazards and other things like that. I mean, I could have like seen some kids burning down houses or something by accident with those things. So.
Yeah, they actually made a girl one. I remember because my friend had both. She had like it made like little unicorns and rainbows. But I had a really cool set for the creepy crawlers. It was like you made a bunch of parts and then you put them together and you could make a full like it's really big, like 6-inch tall like dragon or something with wings. I mean, that was way cool, but back in the 80s. Anyways.
No, they weren't really back in the 80s, were they? They were in the 90s.
Yeah, early 90s, I guess.
Because I was living in Florida by that point.
I think they pretty much remade every toy I had except for Smooshies.
Yeah, you've talked about Smooshies before.
Smooshies
They're the
are
ones
awesome.
that... Yeah, I remember what they are now. Okay, I know which one you're talking about. I never had them, but you showed me...
That's
like,
a girl toy. One of the few girl toys I actually had.
But, yeah, no, Creepy Crawlers was fun. I never had it, actually. It was the next door neighbor that had them. Yeah, just a weird little toy.
So anyways, back to Suikoden. After
After the Creepy Crawler discussion.
Yeah, which started with my creeper reference, which has nothing to do with creepy crawlers. So we use these plates to get into specific areas, and it looks like that there's also water in the middle. It seems like something we should fix. Close the sluice gates here, whatever they're called.
You've just destroyed the ruins. Good job.
Dun dun dun. Oh, it stopped.
This is quite a mechanism. The water is draining out. There might be more places we can investigate now.
I've decided just now, I just realized this, the Sindar people must have been really, really good at making sluice gates, or whatever they're called. They're called sluice gates, right?
Yeah, that's what I would call them.
Yeah, I mean, they must be really good at it by now. Oh my. The Sindar is actually, I want to call a separate story arc in Suikoden. They're definitely important. You see them in every game from now on. Actually, I don't know if they really mention them in 4. I'm
But
pretty
they're
sure they
there?
are. What?
They're there, though, even if they don't mention them?
No, in every Suikoden game so far, the Sindar people are dead, so they just talk about them or.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, like, even in 4, though, they maybe are dead, but at least they have mentions,
think
or
they
there's
mention
visible evidence.
Yeah. So, ooh, chainmail. We were actually able to go this way because we drained the water out. So now we actually have access to more areas.
That's a good thing, though, because we're almost out of time again.
Sweet, so I'm just gonna end the video here.